Hey, it's Regina from Eat Travel Life. I'm going to show you how I made a container herb garden. Let's go ahead and get started. So here's the space that I wanted to put the container garden in. It's close to the house. It's going to be easy to access, but I'm going to need to move a few things to be able to make this happen. It's kind of been a storage area for some of our pavers. So what I did first was I moved all that stuff out of the way. And as you can see, my little supervising cat came over to make sure that I was doing everything like he wanted. And I got all the square pavers moved as well. And then I went on and removed the bigger pieces that I thought I was going to use but were in the way. For the next fun part, it was putting down black plastic. I put down black plastic because we've also had problems with water coming into our basement. So the black plastic will actually not allow the water to come in. So I'm leaving those mats that you see there on the left down as well to help keep that from coming down into the basement and into the Bilco doors that we have. So you got to roll this out and then open it up so that you can put the plastic where you need it to be. And I like to have it a little bit of a lip up. We're going to cover this with stone. Go ahead and get it cut, and once it's cut, this one I have is folded inward, so you have to unfold it completely and turn around and fold it. I wanted it folded in half. You could simply just use it in a single layer, but I wanted it double layered, so that's what I did. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I want a double protection on this. So I take it off screen here and I'm doing all that foldy, schmoldy stuff. And with the magic of cameras, it's now in the proper folded thing that I want it to be. So I can easily, lay it out how I want it. I'm going to put it snug up against the house and kind of give it a lip up. That way any rain that comes in will not go down onto the house. And keeping it snug up against the house because we're going to put stone on this and it's going to move a little. That's why I want it up a lip a little bit, because this is going to move once the stone hits it. So just take that time to do that. Because I had it double layered, it was giving me a bit of a fit, so I lifted it up through the middle and was pushing it down so it was up against the cement like I wanted it to be. I was being kind of picky about it because we fought a lot of problems with a wet basement, and this putting plastic down has been a saving grace for us. And then I put a little bit of the stone there to keep it in place when we lay the stone, so hopefully there's not a lot of movement. This is where it became a two-person job, putting the stone down and kind of smoothing it out so you see where you need more at, and doing it a little bit at a time and just repeating the process. We did the very inner edge first, so that we had that secured. I was able to go in and get that into the corners and really get that stone where I wanted it to be. I used a shovel and then a metal rake to try to get that on the edges first. It was heavy, and yeah, someone with muscles, if you have one of those people, it's great to keep not having to do it all yourself. It's kind of cool to watch people do this, so I'm going to speed it up so you can just watch it done quickly instead of in real time, because it can be a little much. Adding in more stone, and then we'll level that out as well. And it's just repeating the process over and over until you get it all filled and laid out and how you wanted it to look. We have big plans on how we want this to look, with especially putting in the herb garden, and we kind of want it to be as flat as possible. So we're going to just smooth that out as much as possible to our liking. If you can get and hide the plastic, do that, because we're using whiskey barrels. Those are going to be covering that and hidden, so I'm not too worried about how this getting it perfect. When installing the whiskey barrels, set them down empty and then add your dirt. They'll be a lot easier to move around and easier to get in position where you want them to be. You'll see later, we ended up redoing this sunroom and turning it to a mudroom, and we had to remove all of the whiskey barrels full of dirt. That was not fun at all. A few of the whiskey barrels did have dirt in them. So yeah, those were not fun to move. This was phase one of the project of getting the stone and the herbs there. And then I also wanted to put in a walkway with the slab that we saw. And so I worked on that in the next year. This is what it looks like. We worked on the mud room. It used to be the sunroom. Notice that there's no windows. And we added that walkway and a little bit of a border as well with some bricks. So it took a little work, but we were able to get that done, and it's beautiful, and that's how we got our herb garden next to our house. Let me know in the comments if you've done something like this and what herbs you've planted. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Have a wonderful day.